This video contains commentary. What's crack-a-lackin', my dudes? Welcome back to Storytime with your favorite Reddit fairy. My name is Lorna, and today we're getting into some r/ChoosingBeggars. If you're in the region of Canada today that's celebrating Family Day, then happy Family Day to you and yours. And without further ado, smash that subscribe button and let's get right into it. My uncle thinks he deserves everything when he wants it. Posted by user Nobody Is Here XD. No TLDR. Okay, so I think this belongs here. I just remembered it. It might not be as interesting as the others here, but I think it's worth mentioning. A little bit of backstory. So I've been kind of the tech member of my family, helping family print stuff, connect the internet, write things in Word, rephrasing, scanning stuff. Pretty easy stuff. But my family, except my brother and I, is clueless when it comes to computers. Consequently, my father would frequently ask me to write stuff for him on my laptop or to help him search for whatever he needed, and so on. He told my uncle that I sometimes help him, and so my uncle decided to ask me for help too. Now, to the story. I have done many things for my uncle on my computer because, well, I didn't want to anger my father mostly, and because I was a people pleaser. I might still be. So, countless times I helped him do whatever he needed. Charge free, because who would charge for that easy stuff? Alright, so one day, I was in my parents' shop. I had to work there from time to time, and he called me and told me to go write something for him on my laptop. I explained to him, in the nicest tone I could use, that I could not go right then as I was working. Nonetheless, in about half an hour, there he was in the shop and asking me whether I had done what he told me to do. I explained to him once more that I was not able to, and what does he do? He proceeds to shout at me. I said something to him, can't remember exactly, this was about 7 years ago, but it certainly wasn't an insult. And he asked me, "Do you talk to your mother like that?" And I said, "No, I talk nicely to my mother. Sorry if it's not correct, I'm not English." He proceeded to tell me that he won't ask me to do anything ever again. Like he was doing me a favor by asking me to help him? He didn't ask for anything after that. Had I known, I would have delayed him sooner. I know what it's like to be a people pleaser. It's really annoying. This sucks though. I'm a little confused though because he said he didn't say anything to insult him, but then he asked if he talked to his mother like that, and he said, "No, I talk nicely to my mother." So did you insult him or did you not? It's a little confusing, that's all. But yeah, that still sucks. Like, you're at your job. What are you gonna do? Like, you can't just stop what you're doing to do what he needs done. Like, this is what I don't get about people that leave things for last minute and then they throw them on other people and put the responsibility on them to get it completed. It's like, well, be a decent person. Ask ahead of time. Maybe a few days before that you need it or whatever. Like, a week before would be ideal because, people got plans. Oh, my dudes, how was your weekend? What's going on? I missed you guys. I hope you're having a fantabulous day. Let's get into the next story. Choosing Beggar wants free tuition. Topics covered at supersonic speed and instantly. Posted by user Why Am I What? I work on a tutoring site that offers new students and parents a free 15-minute meeting with a tutor to get to know how things work and what they need help with, not an actual lesson. It also makes you set what times in the week you can do them, so people can instantly book themselves into a slot. I don't like that because you get a lot of time wasters, but occasionally set times if I'm looking for more work. Choosing Beggars student books a free meeting for tomorrow from the available choices, then sends a reschedule request for about 10 minutes time, whilst I'm in the middle of someone's paid lesson, so the request times out before I see it. Choosing Beggar. Hi, can you let me know if I have the free meeting today instead of tomorrow, please? Choosing Beggar sends another request for 10 minutes time that also times out. Choosing Beggar. It won't let me book. Are you available? Me, after my lesson. Hi, Choosing Beggar. Thanks for requesting a session for tomorrow at 2 p.m. I've seen that you tried to reschedule it to today. However, I've been teaching someone, so these timed out before I could reply. Are you still okay to go ahead with the 2 p.m. tomorrow slot? Choosing beggar. I just wanted to see if you could do it today because there were no slots for today on the choices. Is that the soonest you have? Me. I don't have enough time tonight as I'm teaching other sessions. There's an earlier time tomorrow at 12:45 if you would prefer that. Choosing beggar. That's not much choice. I can't do that time, but I guess I can just do the 2 p.m. one. Me. That's fine. I will keep that booking and see you then. In the meantime, you can let me know a bit about what you're looking for help for via a message if you wish, or ask any questions and I'll get back to you between lessons. Choosing beggar. Okay, well, I need help urgently, so I'm messaging a few tutors to help with X, Y, and Z. Do you think I need longer than 15 minutes for the meeting? Me, already smelling crap. The free meetings are 15 minutes max, as they are just to answer questions about the tutoring process, make arrangements, and discuss what you need to learn. I could certainly help with those topics. However, the soonest lesson available would be Wednesday, so I understand if it's urgent and another tutor offers you a lesson sooner. Choosing beggar. Oh, it's okay. We could just do a lesson tomorrow. Me. I don't have enough time to do a full lesson tomorrow, but you're welcome to go ahead with the 15-minute free meeting if you're happy to wait until Wednesday for a full lesson. Choosing beggar. But you said 15 minutes max. You can help me then? Me. The 15 minutes is not a lesson. It is just an introductory meeting. Even so, we would not be able to cover all 3 topics in 15 minutes. That is at least an hour's work. Choosing beggar. So, can we just extend the meeting? You can just help me as much as you can in the 15 minutes and I'll do the rest with another tutor. I don't need any lessons, just the 15 minutes. Can we do the X part? Me. The crap is truly streaming now. If you have no intention of following on with booking any lessons, then there is no need to go ahead with the 15-minute free meeting. As I said earlier, this is not a lesson itself, and you can't use these to scam multiple tutors for free tutoring. Choosing beggar. I'm not scamming. You get 15 minutes free, so can I get that? Why have you canceled it? Thanks for wasting my time. What the fuck? What is with, you're in school? How are you in school? Are you failing everything? Because clearly you don't have a thought process, or it's one very, very, very goldfish-like. What the fuck? Yo, all this time that this choosing beggar wasted, they could have just gone on YouTube and, found somebody, a study buddy that, not a study buddy, but they would have found something, I'm sure, that would have helped them out. They just waste so much time trying to get something for free where there's already tons for free out there on the interwebs. Oh, my dudes. All right, let's get into the next story, and this one is called Guy Said He Won't Pay After Eating, posted by user HOUN3. Backstory. My cousin, who went to the same school as me, was trying to raise some money for the school's 4-H trip, and their teacher said they needed to raise as much money as possible. He's in the 6th grade and I was in the 12th. I'd called my buddies and told them the situation, and they said we should do a bake sale or barbecue lunch sale. We had decided we could do a big bake sale because who doesn't like cookies? We had our mobile kitchen that we usually took to deer camps or other places we stay for a while. It had 4 ovens, sinks, the whole deal. We decided we would set up outside the junior high football game because we were all football players and we thought that we'd see everyone. It was awesome at first. We all wore our jerseys and even decorated our spots in the school's coolers. My little cousin is having a great time and we're making awesome money. We all average about 6, 5 to 6, 8, and my cousin was 5'4". I'm guessing that he's talking about their ages. I'm guessing. So everyone thought it was adorable. The beggar comes up. Since we knew about everyone there, we would give them their cookies and they would pay. He asked for 8 chocolate chip and we just got a fresh set of those and we gave them to him. Before we can even ask if he wanted anything else and how much it would be, he woofed them all down. And I then told him how much it would be and he said, "I thought you were giving samples." What made you think we would give you 8 samples? I said. Poops. That's all the fucker said and just stood there. My friend, who was there at the table, said, "You still have to pay." "I don't have any cash," Beggar said. "You still have to pay, asshole," my friend said. I then sent my cousin into the trailer asking him to see if there are any more cookies to be ready, because I felt this could get hostile. The guy then slowly started to walk backwards and then ran. My friend at the table was our runner back, so he darted over that table and chased after him. He caught up with him and the guy threw a $20 bill at my friend and kept running. My friend grabbed the 20 and ran back, which was $12 more than the original cost, so I was quite happy. We raised over $831, which put them over the amount they needed, and the class got to go on the trip. That's awesome. This should be also, OP, if you ever read this, should also cross-post it in r/asshole tax. But please, 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 spell check it and grammar check it before you do. I'm sorry I'm gonna be that bitch, but this is probably one of the hardest stories I had to get through. It was very hard. No offense to OP, but yeah, that was hard. Alright, my dudes, let's get into the next story, and this one is called How My Choosing Beggars Sister Almost Ended Up Homeless. Posted by user RKT Science 1971. First, a little background. My sister, who I'll refer to as BSCS, batshit crazy sister, and I grew up in a very small town in the rural South. Both our parents were absolute train wrecks. One could say our childhood was less than idyllic. I graduated from high school and immediately joined the Army. After serving 4 years, I was honorably discharged. I used the GI Bill, Service Member Education Benefit, to attend college, where I earned a degree in engineering and where I met and married my wife. Batshit crazy sister dropped out of high school in her senior year, got married, and had a child. Over the next several years, she had 2 more children in separate attempts to keep her drug-addled husband. This story begins shortly after I had finished college. After being away for nearly a decade, I took a job near my hometown where we bought our first house and settled down to raise our little family. There are a couple of facts that will prove important later on. First, batshit crazy sister and her family were, at the time, living in a mobile home. They had gotten the mobile home with the help of a relative that had died sometime prior to the beginning of our story. They had never been particularly diligent with their mobile home payments, so after several years, they had hardly reduced the principal at all. After the relative died, they stopped paying altogether, reasoning that since the borrower, the relative, was dead, the bank would simply forgive the loan. Amazingly, their reasoning was fundamentally flawed. Second, a week prior to where we'll begin, batshit crazy sister had been to visit our mother. Mama, it's a southern thing. Batshit crazy sister happened to show up as Mama was returning from the grocery store. She hadn't even taken the groceries from her car yet. Batshit crazy sister, seeing the shopping bags, tells Mama that she was broke and couldn't afford food for her children. Mama, feeling sorry for the kids, let batshit crazy sister have her groceries. Batshit crazy sister simply moved them from Mama's car to hers. Also important to the story is the fact that, unbeknownst to batshit crazy sister, Mama had passed the above information to me. Now to the story. One Sunday in November, several years ago, my wife and I were lying in bed enjoying the bright sunshine streaming through our bedroom windows when we heard tires on the gravel driveway. We weren't expecting anyone, so I went to the window to see who was visiting us so early on a Sunday. I saw batshit crazy sister, drug-addled husband, and their brood piling out of their beat-up minivan. I had read enough vampire novels to know better, but I put on a robe, went to open the door, and invited them inside. We had made some coffee and engaged in a bit of small talk. Then batshit crazy sister said, "I want to ask a favor." Now, these folks never visited, and they certainly never sat around and chatted politely. They were rude, crude, and tattooed, so the request for a favor didn't surprise me. Hey, nothing wrong with tattoos. Also, knowing the bit of information I mentioned above, I was pretty sure what the favor was. As a matter of fact, as soon as I saw them pull up, I knew what they would ask. Batshit crazy sister. The guy who signed the loan on our trailer has died and the bank won't take our money. They are going to repossess it and we won't have anywhere to live. Me. You don't say. That's unfortunate. Batshit crazy sister. Yes, and I was wondering if you'd co-sign a loan to help us buy a new trailer. Drug-addled husband makes plenty of money to pay for it. The bank just won't let us pay them. Me. Have you looked into renting an apartment? Batshit crazy sister. Oh no! An apartment is way too small. I can't really take anything but a double wide. I need at least 4 bedrooms. Me. Ah, I see. Have you tried getting a government home? Batshit crazy sister. No, they won't let you make any changes or add on to them. At this point, I should probably mention that their current mobile home was a single wide with 3 tiny bedrooms, and I'm pretty sure drug-addled husband didn't know one end of a hammer from the other. Me. Well, how much does a new mobile home like you need cost? Batshit crazy sister. We've looked at one that is only $72,000. Me. Ah, okay. Well, I won't promise anything, but we can go look and see what's available. My wife gave me a look like, have you lost your mind? But we got dressed and we all headed out to look at mobile homes. Now, because it was Sunday, most of the mobile home dealers were closed. However, there was one open and that's where we ended up. As we got out of the car, batshit crazy sister said, I can almost buy one myself. My credit score is 526. Note, I have forgotten the actual number she gave, but it was in the 520s. Knowing batshit crazy sister, I was sure that number was at least 50 points higher than her actual score. Evidently, batshit crazy sister and drug-addled husband had been to this dealership the day before. They already had a home picked out, and they were familiar with the salesman. We checked your credit yesterday, and even with the co-signer, you'll have to put at least 20% down. Drug-addled husband, looking thoughtful. Oh, that's not so bad. That's only about 800. We can swing that. I should have mentioned that drug-addled husband is not exactly a mathematical genius. Me. No. That's $17,200. Drug-addled husband. Oh, shit. Me. Yeah. Oh, shit. The salesman further advised that even with the down payment and a cosigner, the interest rate would be insane. They really needed someone to sign as the sole borrower. At this point, my wife is looking at me and not so subtly shaking her head. Also, it was not lost on me that the last guy who had done this for them was then in a cemetery somewhere. So, because I'm an idiot, I offered them a deal. Me. Okay, the bank won't repossess your current trailer for a few months yet. You say you make enough money to make the payment on this new trailer. Take that money along with your upcoming income tax rebate and any other excess funds you have and put it into an account to which we both have access. Neither of us will be able to withdraw the money without the other's signature. If you'll do that until the bank repossesses the other trailer, you can use that money for a down payment and I will sign the loan. You would have thought I'd hit her in the head. She was angry. She called me all sorts of unchristian names and insulted my parentage, which was pretty ironic if you think about it. Anyway, she was not interested in my offer, which was good since my wife later told me that if I had agreed to sign that loan, she would have divorced me. Dodged 2 bullets there. Of course, I was almost sure she wouldn't take the deal. It was obvious she was exaggerating their financial situation. Heck, she had just bummed out mother's groceries. But wait, there's more. That Christmas, I gave my wife a new car. When batshit crazy sister found out, she hit the roof. She told Mama that the only reason I had bought my wife the car was so I wouldn't be able to buy her a house. She also said that, for what he paid for that car, he could have bought me a house. Not quite true. But wait, there's more. After the first of the year, I went over to make her a last offer. I told her that I would go to the bank and offer to buy their current trailer for $10,000. This was far less than they owed, but more than the thing was worth. I had spoken with the bank and was pretty sure they would agree to the price. I also told her that she wouldn't have to pay me back. Batshit crazy sister. I don't want this trailer. One of the walls has holes in it and the roof leaks. Me. Okay, suit yourself. I left. Shortly after the last bit here, she found religion and bought an old beat-up double-wide trailer from a member of her new church. The church member charged her almost nothing for it, but batshit crazy sister still had to borrow the money to pay for it from our mother. Gross. What is with these people and thinking that their siblings are going to buy their houses and their cars and all this fucking shit? It's no, that's you and your husband, that's what you two are for and should be planning out and saving to do. Why is that your brother's responsibility? That's gross, man. Yo, I don't even like it if, I don't even want to ask for, $5 from my siblings. You know what I mean? I would feel super bad asking my brother and sister for anything. Especially because, I'm the oldest of the three of us. So I would feel stupid if I did. But, yeah, I'm sorry, OP, that you have a sister like this and a drug-addled brother-in-law, I guess. Now, if you guys have a story about a family member borrowing money or anything like that and causing a really difficult situation, let me know in the comments below. You never know, it might just show up in a future video. And before I get into the next story, do not forget to smash that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications for future videos just like this one. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to send Karen over. Let's get into it. My crush thinks even though she rejected me, she still deserves gifts from me. Posted by user Deep Into a Jello. Okay, first, sorry for my bad grammar. English, it's not my first language. Now, I liked this girl for a while and I started to give her gifts like chocolate, flowers, things like that. Now, when I gave her the thing, she would never say thank you. She would just get it and say nothing. Then she would block me on social media. So I asked her out, and she rejected me because I am ugly. I'm sure you're not, OP. This destroyed me for days. Then she gets to my desk and says, "Oh, where are my chocolates?" Me. What? Choosing beggar. The fucking chocolates! I'm hungry. Me. What the fuck do you mean? You rejected me this Monday. Why would I get you chocolate? Choosing beggar. Because even though I don't like you, it doesn't mean that you shouldn't get me gifts because I deserve this. If you want me to like you, then you have to buy me gifts. How else am I supposed to see that you actually like me? Me. Fuck you. I never spoke to her ever again. I am done with her now, and I see what kind of person she really is. Edit. Wow, thank you kind strangers for gold and silver. Some of you said that I asked her out without her even knowing who I was. However, I was friends with her for 5 years. She knew me very well, and I wasn't doing this just to get laid. It was almost Valentine's Day, and I wanted to ask her on a date. I never expected to get sex from the gifts I got her. Okay, good for you. Man, people are quick to jump to assumptions. This looks like high school, for one. I don't know, who knows what these boys are thinking these days. You never know, but yeah, this is not the way to start off a relationship with someone. If you want a good girl, don't start off by buying her things. If you want to hook her, give her experiences. Take her somewhere she's never been. Hang out with her. Talk about things that interest her. Don't buy things for them. That's just... it's just a bad start. That's how you know if you've got a materialistic girl or not. If she starts asking for things pretty much right off the bat, just pass. Move on, find a good girl. Alright, my dudes, I've got 2 more stories for you today, and this one is called Choosing Beggar Aunt Gets to Have a Free Trip, but Wants to Be Treated Like a Queen. Posted by user Illogical Futurity. Illogical Futurity. I am so sorry. We live in the Philippines, and this happened in Manila. So my choosing beggar aunt found out I was going to our hometown, which requires taking a bus that goes in a boat and then takes us to an island our hometown is in. My aunt lives in a neighborhood with winding streets, and her house is located on an incline that only trikes can pass through. My aunt called me 3 days before I leave and begs me to take her as she can't afford it and that she'd really appreciate it. I'm renting a large van and I find one extra person for the trip is okay. I tell her to wait for us at a gas station near her house that we can stop and get gas. The day of the trip, and we arrive at the gas station after a 5-hour trip, and we have to go to the port to take the ship, and I look around and I can't see my aunt. I ask the relatives I'm going with if we can pick her up at her place, but I am assured that we won't be allowed entry and that even if we go in, the path is too narrow and winding to drive through. I call her. Me. Hey, where are you? Aunt. I'm at my house waiting for you to pick me up. Me. I told you to get to the gas station and wait for us there. Aunt. I kinda want you to pick me up. I'm outside my house. Me. I can't take the car there. Look, just take a trike to take you here and I'll pay for it. Do you have a lot of luggage? Aunt. No, we only took one bag. Me. Who's we? Aunt. My friends. They wanted to come too. It then hit me why she wants me to pick her up. She wants to show off herself to her friends and neighbors, something my closest cousin who's with me has always told me. Me. How many are you now? Aunt. There's 6 of us. Me. Jesus! We can only have 7 people with us. You make number 7. I can't take your friends, and I told you not to pack a lot because we have a lot of luggage. Aunt. Don't yell at me, and don't swear. You gotta be an asshole now? You make me look like an idiot and then swear at me? You and your mom are the same, bunch of assholes, the two of you. I'm angry at her, but I refuse to escalate it and try to play friendly. Me. Look, I can't take your friends, but I'll pay for their trips, just to get here, and I'll give you the money for the tickets and food so we can all go. Aunt. No, fuck you. Pick me up or just fuck off. I tried to explain to her and even offer her more money, but she just kept telling me to fuck off and insulted my mom and I. So I hang up on her and we leave for the port. It's not until I'm on the boat that I get a message from her. I left the gas station at 9 a.m. She and her group arrived there via trikes at 10:30 a.m. She has it captioned, "Asshole nephew promised me free vacay, but then told us to fuck off," with her giving an angry selfie. She calmed down later and called me, ordering me to send her the money and maybe she'll forgive me. I just told her I'm having a nice vacay. Good for you, OP. Fuck that bitch. Yeah, don't offer to pay for her friends. Why did you do that? This is just, oh my god. Like, it's nice enough that you were gonna pay for your aunt, to take your aunt with you, because, like, you know, that's not your mom. That's just your aunt. She didn't give birth to you. Don't owe her anything. So that was, like, really nice of you to do. But why? Why does she think that she could just invite a whole bunch of people? Like, you know, someone with a brain would be like, oh, do you mind if I take so-and-so with me? How much room do you have? Etc., etc. Not this vapid disgustingness. Like, what the fuck? All right, my dudes, I have one more story, and the last story of the day is also a long one. That's what she said. I know you guys are waiting for that. Okay, let's get into it. Choosing Beggar doesn't understand that her hair donation is not worth $400. Posted by user front_desk_life. Throwaway account because friends and family know me on my real one. I'm a receptionist at a high-end hair salon. Our salon gives complimentary haircuts if you donate your hair to a well-known charity that uses the hair to create wigs and hair pieces for people with cancer. This free haircut is only valid with our new talent stylists, i.e., the younger ones just out of training who are looking to add new clients to their books. Choosing Beggar calls not only wanting a complimentary haircut, but also a free color service with one of our master stylists. This stylist is a color educator, has thousands of followers on Instagram, and her haircuts start at $90. The balayage color service the Choosing Beggar wants for free would cost in the ballpark of $300 to $500 with this particular stylist. In other words, we are looking at a $390 service minimum. Here was our convo. I need a cut and color. I'd like an appointment for this weekend with upper tier stylist. Me. Okay, sounds good. Upper tier stylist had a cancellation on Sunday afternoon, so we can fit you in. Have you had services with her before? Choosing beggar. No, I've never been to your salon, but I saw her pictures on Instagram and I really like the way she does balayage. I'm gonna want to do that. Can I bring in pictures to show her what I want? Me. Yes, that's always a good idea. Her color services come with a free consultation so that you can talk to her about what you want and she can give you some pricing options. Choosing beggar. Oh, I will be donating my hair. It's almost waist length. I know the service is free if you donate your hair. Me. We do offer complimentary haircuts with select stylists if you are donating 12 inches of hair or more to charity. Would you like me to switch you to one of the eligible stylists? Choosing beggar. No, I want to get my hair done with upper tier stylists. I wouldn't trust a low-level person with my hair. Me. Okay, I can keep you with upper tier stylists, but there would be a charge for the haircut. Choosing beggar. That's stupid. Why should it matter who cuts my hair? Charity is going to be getting a beautiful hair donation. Me. You can always donate your hair, although the haircut would only be complimentary with a new talent stylist. I could book you for a complimentary cut with one of our new talent stylists, and you can schedule a separate color service with upper tier stylist if you like. Choosing beggar. Well, if I schedule them separately, then I would have to pay for the color, right? I need to get them done together so I don't have to pay for the color, and I don't trust some kid just out of school with my hair. Me. Ma'am, only hair cuts are complimentary with a donation. Color is not included. Choosing beggar. That's stupid. Don't you people want my hair donation? Me. It would be great if you would like to donate your hair, but we do not offer free color services with a donation. Only a cut. Choosing beggar. That doesn't make sense. You're really gonna keep charity from getting donations just because you are too cheap to include color? Me. Ma'am, if you want a cut and color service with the upper tier stylists, I'll be glad to make an appointment for you. But you will have to pay full price. If you would like a complimentary haircut with a donation, I will be happy to make an appointment with you with one of our new talent stylists. There are no complimentary color services with anyone. Choosing beggar. I know someone who works for charity and they want the hair with fresh color so their wigs that they can make will look beautiful. I can't believe you people actually send them hair that looks ratchet. You're not doing them any favors. Me. Ma'am, hair donations are usually lifted to a light blonde or white so that it can be colored later. The color of the hair we give them makes no difference and it's not relevant to the donation. Choosing beggar. That's not true at all. You people are gross. I'm telling my friend at charity that you cheapskates don't care if their wigs are ugly. You're actually keeping children with cancer from getting nice wigs just because you're too cheap to include color. Me. Ma'am, I think it's best if you take your donation to another salon. Thanks for calling. Hangs up. Are you fucking kidding me? How dare this bitch try to use a charity to get something for free? This fucking bitch. I'm seething. Yeah, no, fuck you. Good for you, OP, for hanging up on them because that's fucked. You should be giving away your hair to charity just for the sake of helping a child that needs a wig, not to try to get something for free. You disgusting piece of excrement. Waste of oxygen. Your mother should have swallowed you. Okay, I'm sorry. My dudes, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please smash that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications for future videos just like this one. And I did get a comment on one of my videos that for the hearing impaired, I talk too much between the stories, and they would really like it if I could add the words like on the screen of what I'm saying between the stories. And I do want to work on that for a future video, but it's a lot of work right now that I just can't handle. But hopefully in the near future, I will start doing that. So I apologize. Just bear with me for a little bit till I can get, some better running hardware, and we'll be good to go. My dudes, the links to the stories, as always, will be in the description. So head on over to Reddit and show those posters some love with some upvotes. You know they deserve it. And don't forget to submit your stories. I'm getting quite a collection of screenshots together for a subscriber submitted Sunday episode, or subscriber appreciation Sunday episode, I should say. It's probably going to be another hour-long episode. I don't know when I'm going to post that yet. Probably in a couple weeks, I would say. I want to just make sure I have a lot of content. So get those stories to me, and yeah, I'll stop talking now. You guys have a fan-fucking-tabulous day, and I will see you in tomorrow's episode. Peace out, my dudes.